Hi, we just traveled to Honolulu, Hawaii. Here's how it went.
Hi, we are going to Hawaii.
The excitement was killing us.
Guys.
So we drove to US and flew from there. Here's the US-Canada border. As being a Middle Eastern is frowned upon here, I passed myself as a Swedish blonde. We flew to Honolulu where the air was warm and the beaches were beautiful. We enjoyed the sun and swimming.
I hate water.
Wow.
I even kicked my knee accidentally over the shell of a giant sea turtle. I was able to capture its shadow lurking under the waters around us. Then we rented a car and went around the island.
We are climbing the tree.
Party.
It's a anti-party.
Yay! Anti-party. BBC anti-party.
Afterwards, we went to this hamburger restaurant called Kua Aina that had the best burger in the island. I went and ordered some burgers, but then I realized that it was a cash-only place and I only had Canadian dollars on me. Living at the US border, I knew that sometimes stores help people from across the border by accepting their currencies. So I went and asked the girl at the counter if she would accept my Canadian dollars, and she said, "No, we are Americans here." Did I imply in any way that you're not an American? Did I ask you to change your nationality? Did my question disrespect you in any way? Does accepting my money make you a lesser American? What I'm trying to say is that it's not a proper answer to use in many cases. Would you stop making fun of each other? Nah, we are Iranians here. Can you stop saying sorry when I make the mistake? No, we are Canadians here, eh? Can you stop selling guns to people with unclear background? No, we are Americans here, you son of a... Now, I don't want you to go around and start stereotyping Americans with this. This misplaced pride is something common all around the world and is within a very small percentage of the population. I have personally seen millions of nice Americans. Saying Americans are bullies is like saying Canadians are super nice or Muslims like to blow things up. Everyone likes to blow things up. But if an American adult converts to Islam, I would be personally a bit afraid. Sounds to me like somebody is trying to find an excuse to make some damage. Islam is not an excuse to make damage. I've personally seen millions of nice and caring Muslims. What I'm trying to say is that this is not the right way to treat a customer. The correct answer is to say no, nicely. Or even better, no, we only accept American dollars here. Sorry for the inconvenience. Or even better, a good customer service is not only nice but also tries to find a solution for the customer. No, we only accept American dollars here. Sorry for the inconvenience. But right across the street there is an ATM machine that you can get cash from. The burger was awesome though. Then we went to Hanauma Bay, which is an awesome snorkeling beach with clear waters. That day we could even see the whales jumping out of water in the distance. We did some swimming and snorkeling and then I went further out in the deeper waters. Lots of beautiful corals and fish. But I was hoping to see some sea turtles, and then I did. First I saw one. The seabed was probably 10 meters deep there, and I wanted to dive down to get to the turtle. Diving deep underwater puts a lot of pressure on eardrums. Every 1 meter adds 100 grams per square centimeter, or about 1.42 pounds per square inch of pressure. So a 10-meter dive puts 1 kilo on every square centimeter of the body, and that's a lot of pressure on the eardrums. So how would you dive that deep without hurting your ears? I talked about these eustachian tubes in human head that connect the space behind the eardrums to throat. All you need to do is to pop them open, which I can do very easily. What happens is that now the water pressure also gets transferred through your nose into your throat to the back of the eardrum, and all of a sudden the pressure on both sides of the eardrum equalizes. This means that no matter how deep you go, you won't feel the pressure on your eardrums. The rest of your body may crush under the extreme pressure though. So I dived down and reached the turtle. It looked so kind and caring, unlike some salespeople I met. Then I saw 3 more turtles. I dived down to them as well. But then, in these 2 dives, I noticed something else. Listen carefully when I get close to the turtle.
Did you hear them? Let me enhance the sound a bit. Do you hear the whales calling? I was able to hear them myself when I was at that depth. It was amazing.
So I could hear the whales in both my deep dives, but I wasn't able to hear them when I was closer to the surface, and I think I know why. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but my theory is that there are air pockets on both sides of your eardrum that don't let the water acoustic waves to get to your eardrum unless the air gets pressurized and becomes much more dense, and diving deep does just that and enables you to hear underwater sounds. I tried it in a pool, and just going 1 meter under, I was able to hear the sound of the water pump much louder.
I also heard something else when I further enhanced the sound. Listen carefully.
Get the out of my face, man.
Some turtles are just rude. One more thing, I usually don't put sunblock on my skin. I always say I have this beautiful, thick Middle Eastern skin that's used to the blazing sun. Oh, just a second. There you go. But then, after the snorkeling exposed my back to the sun for a long time, I realized that I was well done. I turned into a redneck in a few hours. Feast your eyes on my sizzling skin shedding like a snake. It seems like if there is one thing up there that's not racist, it's the sun. No matter where we come from, we all cook like a fish in a frying pan. So will you please put on your sunblocks? No, we are Americans here. But I still feel like I'm missing something.